Residents of Shiroro local government in Niger State are calling on the federal government to speed up resettlement plans for those displaced by the Zungeru Dam project. In this special report, correspondent Chenemi Bamaiyi visited the communities to see the plight of the people.
When there is a federal government project to be executed, majority of the citizens rejoice, but they are the minority whose land is affected and their sacrifices often go unseen. The federal government is building a hydroelectric power dam in this community here in Shiroro local government, Niger State. The Zungeru HydroPower project is a 700 megawatt hydroelectric facility being built with Chinese assistance on the upper and middle reaches of Kaduna River in Niger State, Nigeria at a contract sum of $1.3 billion. It is Nigeria's second largest hydroelectricity power station. It is also the second hydroelectric power dam the community is hosting. Despite this, residents of Niger State can hardly boast of 10 hours uninterrupted power supply in a day. The project has displaced inhabitants of this community who are also fleeing from bandit attacks. Shiroro local government, which hosts 98% of the landmass occupied by this dam, has been one of the worst hit areas by terrorist groups in the last 18 months. Just 3 days before we visited this area, bandits attacked and abducted some Chinese expatriates working on the dam construction project. We visited the community to see firsthand what the people are going through. The people are predominantly yam and grain farmers, and whatever affects their ability to farm affects their socio-economic lifestyle. We had to endure a long, dusty 30 kilometers ride on motorbikes to get to this community from Kuta, the nearest town, which is about 150 kilometers from Abuja, Nigeria's federal capital territory. All through this journey, there were no presence of security operatives in this area. On arrival, we noticed the mobile networks were shut down. This has become a recurring strategy by the government in order to prevent communication between bandits, while security operatives carry out attacks on bandit hideouts. But it put us in a dangerous position during these visits.
People that live in this place live here for two reasons. First, they were displaced by bandits that have been disturbing them around this area. Secondly, the dam that is being constructed over there has caused a lot of them to lose their homes and farmlands. And this is where some of them now live, in these shambles covered with these worn-out mosquito nets that can hardly keep mosquitoes out, and then there are children that actually sleep inside this place.
It all began some 8 years back when this construction of ongoing Zungeru Dam began, and it started during the enumeration exercise. People were counted and being marked for the onward compensation of the project. Ordinarily, we expected that compensation to begin even before the construction began, but unfortunately the construction is at 98%, but up to this moment there are over 50% of the people that are not yet compensation, and the few, which represent 50 or thereabout percent, are still wallowing looking for a resettlement place.
We are running for two reasons. First, water submerged our farmlands, yet we couldn't run elsewhere because we are scared of bandit attacks. This is why we're here in Kafa. From here, we went further into the villages to see where these people once lived. It is now an artificial island encircled by water. It is only a matter of time before the entire land area is submerged, including the roads. The Federal Ministry of Power is the owner and implementing authority of the project. There has been some form of compensation paid by governments to those affected, but the method used is flawed.
The template even used for the compensation, it was a template that was drafted by almost 2013, and it was somehow upward review in 2016. And after the review of that 2016 up to this moment, there has not been any adjustment for the review, and we are now in 2022. You can imagine how the inflation from that time up to this moment has been increasing.
Right here, we were displaced without any compensation. We are now suffering because our lands are submerged by water. We are sleeping on grasses. Where we would have run to, bandits are constantly raiding those places.
At the time we came, already a committee has been set up by the federal government and the Niger state government to pay compensations. But we have set up our hyperdeck team to monitor the activities of the committee and ensure that all communities that are entitled to compensation are given adequate compensation.
Construction work on the power plant started in May 2013 and was expected to take 60 months for completion. But legal and financial challenges related to ecological settlement in the affected area has caused a delay in the timeliness for its completion and commissioning to 2022. As the dam awaits completion, the issues of resettlement are still far from being settled. What we're seeing in this place today is evidence that the government compensation plan has not been well taken out, and the people in this place are asking that the government look into their plight again and come to their aid. Chenemi Bamaiyi, TVC News, Kafa.